I am all packed up, almost ready to go. Let's take a look inside. I know you can't really see it, but there is no space at all anywhere. Let's go to the other side. It's packed down too. The front has all my stuff in it. Alright, here we are, and we are off. Goodbye, Raven. She's trying to hide because she's in her pajamas right now, but this is it. I am officially out. Now I just entered Tennessee. I've been driving for about 3.5 hours so far. The weather's been great. I passed a little bit of rain right outside of Atlanta, but right now it's pretty good. It's cold. I filled up again about 15 minutes ago, so we're just gonna keep it rolling. I have about 9.5 hours until I get to Kansas City, which may be my first stop for the trip. And I'll kind of decide that once I get a little bit closer, whether or not I'm gonna spend the night in Kansas City or if I'm gonna keep on rolling for just a little bit longer. So I'll keep you all posted. I have about 45 minutes until I reach Missouri. I'll be in St. Louis. I wanted to just kind of talk about the drive and how everything has been so far. It's been smooth sailing. It's getting a lot cooler up north, and it looks a lot more dead than the south. So, like down south in Georgia right now, like everything is still like fairly green. I mean, trees, have a little bit of leaves on them, but like it's not like how it is here. Like there's no leaves at all on the trees, and even the grass here is a lot more brown than back home in Georgia. So that's one of the notable changes that I've seen along this trip. And the weather has also been getting a lot cooler. This morning was about 45 degrees in Georgia, and then somewhere around Tennessee in the midday, around noon, it was about 69 degrees. Now wherever I am in Illinois, it's 45 degrees, and it says that it's going to be about 28 degrees when I reach St. Louis tonight, or when I reach Kansas City tonight. So it's getting a lot cooler. I turned the heat off in my car just because like having the heat on all day in your car with a lot of stuff in it, it starts to get hot. But like riding around for the past couple hours with no heat or no AC on, I can tell like I'm starting to get a little bit cold. So I'm about to turn the heat back on here shortly. But those are just some of the things that I've noticed so far. Other than that, the drive has been fairly smooth. Not really any bad weather. There was a patch of rain that I went through, but other than that, it's been smooth sailing. So here we are. We're gonna keep on rolling. All checked into my room for the first night. I just got here. I am in Fort Riley, Kansas. I drove, where are the lights in here? Can't find them anywhere. I checked into Fort Riley, Kansas at the ISG Hotel. I went a little bit further than Kansas City, maybe about 2 hours or so, but I'm exhausted. I drove about 15.5 hours today, so I mean, I am beat. Like tired is an understatement, but I'm hunkering here for the night. It's about 8 o'clock p.m., 2000, so I'm exhausted. So I'm about to lay down, get some sleep, and then we're back at it again tomorrow morning. Day 2, I'm all filled up, I'm ready to go. I'm about to depart for Fort Riley. It is currently 0500 in the morning, and I'm about to go ahead and get my day started. I woke up about an hour ago, couldn't fall back asleep. I didn't know if I was anxious or what, so I decided to just go ahead and get after it this morning. One of the things that surprised me about driving across the United States is I thought that gas would increase, but gas has actually been about the same. Right here it is $2.18 in something Kansas, Colby, I think that's where I'm at. Gas has been about the same as it has been in Georgia, around $2.18, so that's pretty good. Like I said, I thought it was gonna be a lot more expensive, but the good thing is it's not, so I haven't been spending a ton of money on gas. I've only been spending about $30 or so every time I fill up, because I fill up around a quarter of a tank, so I've been good to go. Here I am, I'm in Colorado. This is my 7th state I had to stop, just because, like, I don't know, it's just a bittersweet moment. Like, it's 7 states. And here I am in Colorado. I'm almost halfway done for the day of driving. The time just went back, so it's like 9 o'clock right now. 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is the time I'm used to going by, and that's the time that's currently in my truck. But of course my phone updates, so I'm able to see the current time right here in Colorado. But I just crossed over the border. I'm over here at the Welcome Center, and it feels good. So it's cold, so I got to get back in the truck. It feels like it's 10 degrees right now according to my weather app. So we're just gonna keep on rolling. Alright, now this is dope. I got the Rocky Mountains to my left, and I have nothing but like farmlands and like, I guess, the city of Denver to my right. And this scene here is crazy. It's to die for. Like, I've seen some like beautiful things out here in Colorado. Honestly, if I ever got stationed out here, I'd be extremely pleased. So Fort Carson, if you're hiring in a couple years, come holler at your boy. I wanted to shoot this clip outside, but it's freezing out here in Wyoming. I don't know what part of Wyoming I'm in, but like, it's beautiful. Rocks stacked on top of rocks. Like, just seeing the snow on the ground that hasn't melted yet. It's not snowing now, but you can tell like it snowed recently, so I'm hoping that I'll run into some snow pretty soon. I know it is snowing a few hours north of here, so maybe I'll run into that here pretty soon. But like, this is great. This is absolutely beautiful. I've never seen anything like this. Being from the south, like, just seeing a little bit of snow on the ground, it excites you. And I'm not even in Alaska yet, so we still have a lot further we're gonna go today. You know, a few more miles that I wanna go ahead and knock out, but like, this is absolutely blowing my mind. Just arrived to Utah. I'm about 45 minutes from where I'm gonna be staying the night. There's snow on the ground. I've never seen this much snow. I've been like playing with it and stuff, like throwing it around. Like, I'm like a kid. I've never seen this much snow. Good morning. It is currently 11:32 a.m. I've been driving for about 6 hours now, a little bit over 6 hours. I started out in Ogden, Utah. I spent the night there last night, but I did get a good night's sleep. I slept in a little bit longer than I have the past couple of nights, because I knew like this was my last stretch. I had about 12 and a half hours until I got to Bellingham, so I wanted to make sure I got a little bit more sleep. This morning I drove through the rest of Utah. I drove through Idaho. Idaho was dope. I didn't think that Idaho was gonna be like a state that I would like, you know, looking at the scenery, because I never really heard much about Idaho except like potatoes and Boise. But Boise was a beautiful city. I definitely want to stop and like visit Boise one of these days. Right now I'm in Oregon. Oregon has been by far the best state that I've driven through. Just from like the scenery, there's plenty of snow on the ground. I saw for the first time cows being herded by someone on a horse, which was pretty cool. The only thing about Oregon is driving through the Oregon Trail in the wintertime, it can be very dangerous. So the past 2 hours I've been driving through mountains through like the Oregon Trail, and there's a lot of snow on the ground, but I looked at the weather and today is like the only day where the roads aren't bad. And by bad I mean you should have either all-wheel drive, you should have snow tires or snow chains, and there's so many signs that will tell you you must have snow chains on your vehicle or snow tires for like the next like 5, 6, however many miles. And luckily those signs weren't flashing, so I'm good to go. But I just pulled up the weather in like this part of Oregon and a couple other parts of Oregon, and like I saw like the same thing. It's nice out right now because it's about 38 degrees and it's not snowing, but tonight it'll be snowing, and like for the next like 4 or 5 days it'll be snowing. So I really lucked up. If I got here a day earlier or a day late, I probably wouldn't have made it through the Oregon Trail without putting on some snow tires or snow chains, but that's what I'm doing as soon as I get to Washington. I already have my appointment set up. So right now I have about 5.5 hours until I get to Bellingham. I'm pumped. I know you're ready for me to get there. I can't wait to share my trip so far, and just the drive is almost over. Alright, at this point I had to stop. It said viewpoint, pull over to like the side of the road. I'm on the side of the road right now. I am on top of the clouds, literally. I don't know if you can see it behind me, but the clouds are right behind me. I've never seen anything like this. I love Oregon. I'm moving here. I'm telling you that right now. Mark my words, I'm moving to Oregon. Someday I am moving here. Like this is insane. I freaking love this. My God. I found a better viewing point on the side of these mountains, and if you can see behind me, you can see the clouds are back there. Let me try to zoom in some. There's clouds behind me, so this is incredible. Dang, I don't know how high up I am. I'm hoping I can find like a sign or something that tells me exactly how high I am, but this is some dope stuff. Made it to Washington. I'm at another scenic view off Interstate 82. I'm about 3.5 hours from Bellingham, so this is gonna be like probably my last stop, hopefully until I make it there. This rest area, it said watch for rattlesnakes, and I've never seen a sign that said watch for rattlesnakes. I thought they only lived in the desert, but I guess they live in Washington as well. Behind me you can see Mount Rainier. I thought that was also pretty sweet. I had no idea that I was anywhere near it, but as soon as I got off and like actually read the signs, like it told me that it was right behind me. So I wanted to go ahead and vlog here. I feel like this would be a good stopping point to let you all know how far I've traveled so far, and I'm almost there. So the weather in Bellingham right now is supposed to be rainy. I think it rains like pretty much every day there, based on like the weather reports I've been looking at. So I should be running into some rain pretty soon, but right now it's clear sky. So I'm hoping that it'll stay clear until I make it there. Drain. I just made it to Bellingham. I'm at the hotel. I'm about to call it a night. I am leaving the Holiday Inn Express. It's raining outside. I'm leaving the Holiday Inn Express over here in Bellingham. I had a great couple nights. I was able to get everything I need done. I got my snow tires on my vehicle. I got my oil change, and now I have to be at the ferry in 90 minutes. So I'm about to run to the grocery store, grab a couple things that I need for the ferry, and then I'm headed to the pier. Right on time. So I am here. I'm at the staging area for all the vehicles. There is about 10 cars here right now. It is 13 minutes before 3 o'clock, so I'm actually right on time, which is good. I picked up another gas can, so in my trunk I have 3 gas cans. It's probably an overkill, but since I'm driving in unfamiliar territory and I really don't know what to expect, I'm just gonna be on the safe side. And you know, I'm hoping that I won't need the gas cans. I didn't need it on my trip up here, but I know Alaska is the wilderness, and when I'm going through Canada, there's really not going to be a lot of gas stations, and it's going to be dark, so I don't know if the gas stations are going to be open. I'm hoping that all of them are open because I don't want to run into any issues, but I am playing it safe, and I have 3 gas cans with me, so hopefully it'll take me all the way to Alaska with no trouble. This will be my living situation for the next 3 days on this ferry. I believe this is a bathroom. Yes. Bathroom. Little shower. I'm all aboard. I got everything situated in my room, and now I'm about to give you a quick tour of the ship. And this here is one of the other lounges. This is the observation lounge, as you can see behind me. And now I'm gonna go ahead and take you outside. So this is my first time ever really being on a ship that's actually went somewhere. I've never been on a cruise or anything like that. The wind's starting to pick up a little bit, but this is just like a bittersweet moment. Like everything I've done this trip so far has been phenomenal, and like this ferry ride is gonna be like the icing on the cake. So, and I'm not even in Alaska yet, but you see behind me, this is the front part of the ship. I thought that was pretty cool. And if you can look behind me, you will see the great city of Bellingham. Like mountains right here. And those are the mountains that I had to drive through on the way coming here. So I thought that was like really dope. I've never seen like mountains so close to the coast. So like this place is beautiful, like beyond words. And like way out that way, about 30 minutes, is Canada. It's Vancouver to be exact. So this is crazy. This is crazy. I'm enjoying, you know, every bit of this. We're probably gonna leave in like the next 30-45 minutes or so, so I'm about to go inside because it's cold out here and just kind of kick it for a little bit, and I'll keep you all posted. Currently 7:45 p.m. Our ship has not left yet. There was some mechanical issues, so we've been delayed about 3 hours, so hopefully we'll be gone within the next hour, and I mean it this time. I did have some dinner. They have excellent dinner. I had a brisket, mashed potatoes, and zucchini, so that was really good. I was actually surprised that the food was going to be like this good on the ferry. I really didn't know what to expect because, like I said, I've never been on a ship and I never had food on a ship, so you know, I was actually blown away by how good the food was. The meat was fresh, it was juicy, so that was pretty awesome. And I'm really looking forward to actually being able to take off or set sail or whatever you want to call it. But you know, so far my experience has been pretty good on the ferry. Alright, it is day 2 right now on the ferry, and we are somewhere in the middle of Canada. We just passed like a little city on the coast, which was pretty cool. I was able to get some data for a little bit, so I was able to like send a couple of text messages and stuff. But all in all, I've been looking forward to not having like access to like the technology and things like that, just because it gives your mind a chance to decompress and not worry about like the stress of what's going on in the world. So I thought that was pretty good. So for the most part, I've been like reading, and I did listen to some music, so I guess that kind of counts as still having access to technology. But besides that, like I've really just been trying to take everything in, and it's been pretty good. The food's been great, actually phenomenal, especially dinner time. That's my favorite meal. And yeah, that's really it for day 2. All right, excuse me if I look a little sleepy. I just woke up. I took about a 45-minute nap. It's hard for me to take naps just because I don't know if I'm anxious or what it is, but it's been hard for me to take naps here. But we stopped in the beautiful city of Petersburg, Alaska, and on one side over here there's like a huge like mountain or volcano or something. Looks really cool. And then over here behind me is the city. Currently stuck out here in Juneau, Alaska.
How are you?
I have my booking confirmation. Currently boarding the seaplane. I am too excited for this. All right, so within the hour I'll be in Haines finally, and I cannot wait to finally step ground in Haines. First time on a seaplane. To Haines. This is the plane behind me that I just came on. It's loud right now, so I don't know if you can hear me. I might have to put on subtitles, but this is the plane I just rode on. It was nice. Really fast. Wasn't expecting it to be like that. All right, here we are on the road for the first time in what seems like forever. I'm just now leaving Haines. The view over here is absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna try to show you real quick. We're hoping to get to the border within the next 40 minutes, and then we'll be in Canada. I'm probably not gonna have a lot of cell reception, but I'm gonna try to get as much good shots as I can. We'll be going up a mountain, so I don't know how much recording I'll be able to do just because, you know, roads are probably gonna be kind of bad, but roads are pretty smooth right now, and we're in a convoy of 5. So, you know, let's just make it happen. First time going through another country's border. I'm about 50 meters from the Canadian border now, so I'm about to stop. I'm probably not gonna film going through there just because I don't know if you can do that. Just got through the border. The last car just passed through, so we're about to go ahead and tackle this mountain, and we're gonna find out how far we're about to get. I'm excited. I'm talking really fast, but I'm pumped. Here we go. No light. No light. Okay. Oh, where the hell is the... Oh, here it is. It's hanging. Okay. Here we are. This is my room for the night. Let's see what we're working with. Not a lot of lights in here. Oh. Here we are. Bathroom. All right, so time for the updates. We are in, where are we? Destruction Bay. We're in Destruction Bay, Canada, in the Yukon territory, if I'm saying that right. About 7 or 8 hours from Fairbanks. Stopped here for the night. It got pretty dark outside because we had a late start today, so we decided to stop in here. What I'm about to do is, I guess, bring in my suitcases and stuff. My car is pretty frozen in the trunk. I wasn't expecting that at all. Yeah, it feels good to be in Canada.
absolutely freezing right now. It is -6 degrees. I'm filling up right now in Beaver Creek. We hit the road this morning at like 7:30, which was about an hour before daylight, which isn't the best thing, but since it's our last day of driving, we just wanted to knock it out. As you can see, it's starting to snow some. The blowback was crazy, so like as you're driving behind someone, there's so much snow blowing behind them that you can't see. So we were driving, you know, pretty far away from each other, but you know, we all made it here, and we're probably about, I don't know how far we are, maybe an hour or so from the border. And then we're headed into Tucker, Alaska, and then from there we're gonna eat and then fill up again and then head on into Fairbanks. So this is the home.
Hell yeah, brother.
This is the home stretch. We're in Tok, Alaska. It's freaking cold right now. I didn't want to get out and vlog just because I was freaking cold, but I wanted you all to see like the snow and stuff out here. I'm at a Shell station in Tok, and it's pretty cold, man. I have been waiting for almost a month now to be able to say this, so I'm about to do it. Hey Siri, take me home.
Getting directions to home.
Here we are, and we are off. I just entered Tennessee, so I just got to Kentucky. I am in Illinois, in Fort Riley, Kansas. I'm in Colorado. Freezing out here in Wyoming. There's snow on the ground. I love Oregon. I'm moving here. I'm telling you that right now. To Washington, I'm at another scenic view. Currently stuck out here in Juneau, Alaska. Made it to Haines.
Right now I am 19, well 18 now, miles from Fairbanks, well North Pole rather, and it's starting to get pretty surreal. I mean, I'm close after, you know, damn near a month of driving and being stuck on the ferry, then being, you know, stuck in Haines for a little bit while I got my car ready from the barge. It's almost like surreal, the fact that I'm, you know, pretty much here. I just got off the phone with Raven, and like she's excited. I'm excited to see our new house, and again, like I can't even describe the feeling right now.